Hello, and welcome to the Additional Structures mod spotlight. This video will go through a bunch of different structures, and we'll do that by going through locate structure and then just do additional structures. Now I've looked at this already, so I can tell you that some of these are really not worth looking at. Like this is literally just a log on the ground. But boat, for example, we could check out a boat. So not the most exciting things in this mod, but there are kind of like just a bunch of like small little structures. So we'll just see what we got. This one doesn't always seem to put you at this Y level actually, so maybe I'll just grab that. There's a different boat. And let's just there's a bunch of things here, so I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly. So look, see what we got. The camps, they're kind of reasonably interesting, I guess. So yeah, there's a little camp. So we've got a chest in there as well. Let's check out another. I've been kind of like messing around with the settings as well. There's a bunch of different settings in 1.19.2. If you do want to use, obviously I've got shaders and stuff, but you need to really configure it a lot, choose the right mods. I still think I could probably get slightly better loading time on the on that bit, the bit of loading up stuff. But I'm getting closer to what I want. It's still not perfect, but it's closer. I've done a lot of testing on this already, so yeah. Damaged mushroom, that is literally just a mushroom with holes in it. We've got desert pillars. Check this one out. So yeah, I think it's just this little structure here. And let's check the other one, I guess. Always with the 66 on there. I wonder if I could change that. I guess it kind of works a lot of the time, but sometimes it won't work because it's going to be underground. Desert tomb. There is a lot of like okay. Actually, I think Desert Tomb is underground. There are a few that are underground. I did actually. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I did try to install a certain feature of this mod, this shaders mod. Let me just see if it works. If I do that, I just want to see if this works. I was under the impression I could see through walls. Maybe not. Maybe I don't understand how that works. But yeah, here's the Desert Tomb anyway. Let me just briefly look and see how that actually works. Oh, I turned it off, that's why. Allows you to see caves, use a block of dirt in the cellar to see through the walls. Should I just check to see that? I'll give it a little brief go. Yeah, actually I don't like it. I thought it would like you place a piece of dirt and it would be like an X-ray effect, but it's not. If you look at the settings I've chosen, I had to lower this down to 6. This I just put at the minimum. I updated the, I increased the chunk updates there. So yeah, so there's Desert Tomb. Honestly, the other ones don't look that different. So yeah, go to the farm. So yeah, farm's also not particularly interesting. It is like, I think a lot of these mods are for mod packs. That's one of those replaced rivers. Flotsam, again, not very interesting. It's literally just a few blocks of wood floating in the ground. So yeah, there's a reasonable amount of stuff to go through. I want to do it quite a timely fashion here. Ice flows, literally pieces of ice. Villager house, I couldn't find one before. Nope, still no. This is kind of interesting. Not hugely interesting, but it's alright. It's alright. Oh look, we're to 75 that time, so maybe it is to do with the current. Well, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? Because it's just a tilde. Yeah, this is just a weird kind of like log structure. But yeah, just want to check my. That's pretty good. If for those who don't know, like if your trees can be super awkward. Doing stuff like this can cause huge lighting glitches in modern versions. So you can see, it looks pretty good. What I actually did on this one, I think I turned ambient occlusion off as well. Let me just check that. Just because, like, if well, that would be in visual ambient occlusion in lighting, is it? Yeah. Yeah, you see, I turned ambient occlusion off. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. Turning ambient occlusion off and then combining that with, what do I combine it with? This guy, Starlight. So these are the mods I use. I've tried to. The thing is like you could put in like 30 performance mods, but they could end up being counterproductive. So I kind of stripped it down. I looked at all the different performance mods, and I just went. Obviously, you need sodium. The thing is, like, I'll just do a little rundown of how this works on Fabric on 1.19.2. You need to have sodium, you need to have indium, and you need to have lithium. Basically, if you want shaders, you need to have iris. And then additionally, you need to have things that are going to help like speed up performance. So entity culling, that speeds up performance. Item model fixes gaps and weird little edge things happening. Lazy DFU is well known to is a good start. It basically means your start of time. It does. Minecraft does a weird thing. It just loads everything into the buffer, all the textures or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but that's it, right? So I haven't exactly gone overboard with it, but I don't want to, because if a lot of them it's just like random people testing stuff. Those ones are the most solid. You can see I actually, now I say it, weirdly, as soon as I look at the menu, I get some small glitches in the lighting, but it's still it's much, much better. It is hard to get the lighting for the trees good. And I have a feeling if I just keep those mods and just update them, probably in like a month or two, it'll be fine. All right. Okay, new. Lava fountain. Let's have a look at you. But yeah, if I could get this time down, I think there's another mod I was looking at, like Lazy Chunk or something like that, which was pretty cool. That was lucky we were in the middle of a cave. But there is the lava fountain. Okay. What was that? Log bundle. That won't be very interesting. The Maya temple. So yeah, just want to focus on the more interesting things that we have here. Also, where you're looking at, like if I look straight down, I think it sort of chooses how the chunks are loaded. So if you just look straight down, or if you've got like a small amount that you could see, it might load faster in the teleportation phase. This is only really specifically for this exact type of video, right? Where I'm constantly teleporting to new locations. So it's quite an intensive thing to do anyway. You can see that for instance, this was loading much slower before I turned up the chunk updating over here. No. Which one was it? The chunk update threads. I just put that a little bit higher. It was really low. If you look what it does, using more threads. I think that's probably to do with your processor. Because my processor is pretty good. I think it's... you sort of have to make... Because I think I've only got 8 gigs of RAM. But I do have a good processor. And it's just like... There's things like that you have to keep in mind. Diamonds. Okay, so... That is the Maya temple anyway. I could have a little... Just It is quite impressive looking one, this. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Interesting location as well we've got here. So yeah, wow. Oh, the entrance is kind of blocked. All right. Meteor. Let's go there. Probably a bit low at this point. So we'll look straight down. Yeah. Because I could see more chunks, I guess it makes more sense to be about maybe... The thing is, it's difficult to always be at y equals 70. But there's a meteor anyway. Bunch of coal in there, little tree. Yeah. All good. So that was Meteor. Nether, we'll go to the Nether. Obsidian Oasis, we'll check out. Now let's see here if we're going to be good. Y equals 70. There we go. See, that was much faster loading because I could literally see like one chunk or maybe like a little bit more. So that is the defining factor. So I look straight down. You see, literally, because I can barely see anything, it loaded immediately. So that's an interesting one, isn't it? So maybe there's another boat there. Cool. Anything more on the O's? No. P. These are literally just jungle trees with the the palm. What is it? The claw formation. You know what I mean? Pillar ruin probably. Oh no, that is it. Let's look down. There we go. Well, that actually really does work much better. So maybe that's just what you just. It's just that's the new way to do it. Some of these pillar ruins I think are a little bit bigger. Yeah. Just like you can imagine what they look like. May as well try the next one. But yeah, I'm actually much happier with the speed now. I maybe moving that trick and go back to 8 chunks. I really don't like to go to 6 chunks. But well, whatever. Okay, so pyramid. Straight down. Be good if I could TP with facing a certain direction anyway. So this, it looks like there's a chest here and a spawner here. I think this is a Vindicator spawner if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And wow, that is a interesting location for a pyramid. That one. Not quite sure who the engineers were on this project. All right, so okay. And there's another pyramid. This one looks like it's got a little platform. Interesting. Yeah, there's a bunch of. There is actually there's actually a lava trap in here. I guess we could spring it quickly. There you go. Let's chuck that away. Was that the pyramid dungeon? Yeah, that was. Q, no. R. We have some totems here. Down. Yeah, looking down. Looking down is the one. So I just need to sort of retrain myself to always look down when I TP. And it might not be that difficult now I've thought about it. This is the slight problem when you just end up in the floor there. Well, that's yeah. Some of them like are super underwhelming. Like that is literally it. It's literally 3 blocks. That's why I'm not showing like every single thing in here. Because trust me, we get boring. Birch log 1, and it'd be like literally a birch log. This is pretty interesting though. This is the ruin. I think 95 is a good number as well to try for this sort of thing. Oops. That was interesting. Yeah, they fly quite well, those items. Alright, so there's the ruin. Ruin. Was that the end of the R's probably? S time. These are things not going to be any different. Scarecrow's not that different. Sewage system. Let's check this one out. This one actually is underground, I believe. Yeah, you can see some lighting issues here. I think in general, just the whole thing with this. So this is like one of those old spawners where you would have all the zombies going through, and there's a big elevator somewhere. But this just doesn't have the big elevator. So yeah, so that is the surge system. What else? Shulker cluster, is that probably not here? We'll go to the we'll do the other things. Hopefully, I'll try and remember like. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, there's a few more things here actually. Shulker cluster, no. Silverfish, I think this is just literally silverfish stone blocks on like a rocky shore or something like that. Snow pole, not very interesting. Let's try out the snowmen. I think are super underwhelming. We'll check that out. Yeah. Barely worth going to be honest. Right. Let's check out these spawn altars. These things are quite cool. Just literally these little structures. Yeah, there are actually a lot of them. I did do this before, so I know that a lot of them are quite similar. This one's quite cool, I think. This is the one which is the coolest. And the fact it's quite nearby means there's probably quite a few of these around in the world. Yeah, it's just little. Yeah, that's why I liked it. It's just literally like a witch and some candles. It's like a little. It actually makes sense. And there's a few items like this I noticed. I think weirdly, now I think about it, I think Stone Circle 3 has got a mushroom. I may just be making that up. Let's see if I'm making it up. I am not making it up. So yeah, these are the stone circles. The other stone circles, honestly, not that different looking. They don't have a mushroom there. So the other altars also not that interesting. We're just I just want to crack on. I could check out all the other altars. The spider nest is literally just a load of spiders in the ground. So yeah, like I say, I want to just crack on. Try and do things in a timely fashion. I don't feel like I'm avoiding like anything particularly useful. A lot of it is very identikit. There's the temple. Not much there. Okay. And this is another temple, which is jungle temple basically. A little one. Any more on the T's? Tombs. Check out the tombs quickly. These are sort of. I think we may have already seen this earlier on. These are quite small. Yeah, there's just these little underground things. Yeah, bunch of chests. Probably some of the later ones are a little bit more exciting. Let's see, it should actually be down here somewhere. There it is. Would be nice if we could get the Y value. I'm not quite sure why you can't. Yeah, I mean they're just underground rooms basically. The towers. Towers are super underwhelming. Let's see Tower 2. Tower 1 was a very basic looking tower. Let's see if this one's more exciting. Well, that is even worse. It actually looks almost exactly the same as the other one. Yeah. Spawner in there. Just a little structure there. Okay. Use underground base. Where are you, underground base? You down here? Is that really it? I guess it is. Wow, that's again very simplistic structure there. Interesting. It looks like looking at the spawning locations, like Tomb 1 was there, and then Tomb 3 was less than 1,000 blocks, and similar with these ones. So I wonder if it's like they spawn in clusters. Might be worth thinking about that. This is again the underground base. Am I seeing it? Why did I hear villagers there? This one's a bit better. That is a little better. That is a little better, to be honest. Underground dungeon. Yeah, they're definitely in clusters. There's dungeon 1, dungeon 2. That's a bit bigger. I mean, it's useful to have a big room like this. You could break all the pillars and just have a big room with stone bricks on the side. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing. Underground nether portal. I wonder if that's already lit. It is. Wow. Okay. That's cool. This is actually about as far as I got before. Because I hadn't seen that one yet. Underground Stollen. Let's have a look, see if we can get a little bit of anything. What is this thing? Not sure I'm seeing this. Maybe it's even further down. Probably not though. No, I don't think it is. Well, it might be, I suppose. No. I'm missing. Why am I missing this? Maybe it's not underground? Yeah, I'm not sure where this one is. Weirdly, I think I actually found this one before, so it does exist. There it is. Sometimes you get a little... Is it this? No, that is nothing. Well, I guess we're going to leave that one then. Villager House 1. Okay, I didn't... Yeah. Well, like I said, I haven't been here, so I guess I wouldn't know. Let's have a look. So that's literally just lone villager houses. Kind of cool, that. Just basic stuff. We'll do a couple more, why not? DOS. Right. That looks like an overrun one. Is there a... I thought I saw a chest in there. Well... No, it didn't. It will show up in the video anyway. Number 3. Slightly smaller one, that. And number 4. All right. There'd be I think I'm just gonna I think I'm gonna do another section of this video doing Nether in the end. So I will return momentarily. If that is it. Is that it? V. Oh no, we've got a couple more. Wall Ruin, Well, and Wither Scar. Let's just do these then. So that is the Wall Ruin. Now let's just check the well quickly. I'll do well number 2, why not? Yeah, it's pretty small, it looks like. To a well with no water, okay. Alright, let's go to the Nether then.